Supta Baddha Konasana, or I'm going to give you two options because I don't know how you feel. So soles of the feet come together, knees flop apart, or the opposite, which sometimes feels better, feet wide, knees come together. So you pick. Yep. You can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or you could just have your palms facing open. Yep. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Yeah, and a loud exhale breath out through your mouth. Just let it let it all go. Let it all drop. Nothing to think about. Just being here for the next 60 minutes. It truly is a gift. Enjoy it. Then you start to just settle into that nice, slow, even keeled breath. Ujjayi breath is recommended. Inhale through the nose to the back of the throat, and then exhaling through the nose to the back of the throat. I'm starting to link that breath, even though we're not moving yet. You start to, find it now. A couple more cycles. On the next exhale breath, push all the air out. Blink the eyes open, hug the knees in towards the navel. Give them a little squeeze. And then hugging your right knee in towards your navel, extend your left leg out. Extend the left leg out and just let it rest on the ground for a sec. Hug your right knee and give it a good little squeeze. Yeah, come on in. I know the door looked like you didn't know which way it was going to open. Hug it straight in. Good. And then switch. You're going to hug your left straight in, give it a good little squeeze, lubricating your hip. Yep. Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome. Yeah, you're good. What's your name? What is it? Hi, nice to meet you. Extend your right leg straight out. There you go. So now you'll lift the back and the head of the shoulders up off the ground and do this floating the legs. You're going to switch legs and squeeze, switch and squeeze. So just so Nikki, look towards the sky so your neck doesn't start to go cockamamie on you. There you go. Perfect. Start to connect the breath as you squeeze in, extend out. You can point the foot that's extending forward, or you can flex. Either way. Keep going. It's like a little interesting bicycle. Now lift the back of the shoulder blades more up off the ground and really feel the abdominal wall starting to squeeze. Keep alternating. Good. Faster is not better, so you can move at your own pace. That's why I'm not counting. Yep, keep going. Lift the back of the shoulders, feel your lower back spread. Good, keep going. Welcome to Jersey. Yes, it's how we roll here on Friday mornings. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your left leg in, extend your right leg out. Good. Take your left hand behind your head and then reach your right arm over. So you're doing like a cross, and then crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It hurts so good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, right hand behind the head, left arm reaches across, and we crunch. 1, 2, 3. Use your hand like a little pillow so your head doesn't crank up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm pointing my toes a lot. 10, 9. Hang with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite legs go for 20, 19, 18. Lift the back of the shoulders up off the ground and hover everything so your lower back spreads. Here we go for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in. Rock and roll a few times. Cross your ankles. Step to a tabletop. I was so sluggish when I went out to run this morning. I was like, it's going to be a terrible run. I have to pee. I'm thinking about all the things that were bad. And then, you get going. I found a porta potty along the way. It was wonderful. Yeah, sink the spine down and look forward. I was like, thank God for the people who are doing construction and leave the porta potties at the end of the driveway. And there's like a big sign that says, do not trespass. And I'm like, hi, waving at the camera. Sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round the spine deeply and look in. So it changed my whole attitude this morning. Yes, exactly. Sinking spine down and looking forward. Who was that crazy lady running? Rounding and looking in. What are you going to do? You got to pee. It's better than going in a bush on someone's lawn. Yeah, it could be a lot worse. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have to pee so bad. Okay, couple more. Good. And then find a flat back. That's my experience today. Curl the toes into the mat, lift the hips, and let's find down dog. Spread your palms wide. Look at your feet. Make sure they're about hips width, and then look at your hands and make sure they're about shoulder width. I like a little bit wider if you feel tight. Outer triceps have to grip in, so you may find that index fingers turning out a tiny bit gets you there. Soften behind your knees if you feel a little tight through the back side of the body. And then breathe your hips way up off your shoulders this morning. Let your head go. Catherine, bend your elbows just a little bit for me. And then fire up the sides of your triceps. And then breathe right here. Spread your toes wide. Feel the center of your heel start to melt down towards the ground. Good. Quiet everything. Roll forward in one piece, plank position. And from dog to plank, sometimes you have to make a little adjustment. Shoulders stack over elbows, elbows over wrists. The pit of the belly draws in and up. And then the softening of those upper shoulder blades, you can create this nice straight line of energy. Bring more weight forward onto your tippy toes. Hug into the center line of your body. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. The front skinny edge of the mat's a good little sweet spot. And then hold. Hearing your breath, feeling your breath, quieting your mind, and just being present. Hips go up and back, down dog. Good, try it again like a wave. Plank position. Drop your knees so they're on an angle. Just drop them down. Good, bring your weight forward an inch, lower halfway to a supported push-up. Revisit supported plank in one piece. Lift the knees so you're back in plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. That was great. Plank position one more time. Drop your knees so they go on an angle. Halfway to supported push-up. Make sure your shoulders don't drop below your elbows. Revisit plank. Lift the knees. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner right thigh. Yeah. Come forward, hug your right knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Keep looking forward with your eyes. Step your right foot all the way forward and through beyond your fingertips. Feel your right hip begin to grip, your back left leg engage, and then step to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale. Feet can be together, a little separated, totally up to you. Hands rest on your shins if they don't make it to the floor. Exhale, fold in half, let your head go. Root to rise, come all the way up, anchor yourself. There you go. Drag it to prayer at the heart center and drop your arms. From the top, your arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Take two big steps to get you back to plank. 1, 2. Halfway to a push-up that works best for you. You can modify with your knees down if that suits your practice. Revisit plank in one piece. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. When you lift, try to lift from your inner thigh. Grip your right hip in. Point your toes and come forward. Hug your left knee straight in. Give it a good little squeeze. Arms are straight up and down. Look forward. Step your left foot forward and through. Nice big juicy stance on your fingertips. Spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine right here. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Nice and even. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step to plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra. You pick. Press even through hands, tops the feet. Neck is neutral. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look to the top of the mat. Step, float, skip, crawl, however you want to get there. Long spine when you arrive. Weight stays forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let it go. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Anchor. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Just go like this. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine to set it up. Step, step to plank. If you feel bouncy and you want to hop, you're going to hop into a low push-up. The up dog is smooth, press even. Hips go up and back, down dog. So most of us like to rush through this, but if you could slow it down a tad, you'll probably feel a little bit more. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step, float, skip, crawl, get light to the top. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step, step, float, skip, crawl. The push-up is even. Up dog is smooth. Nice. Hips go up and back, down dog. Each one gets better. If it's not, you have to just kind of give yourself a little pep talk. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine when you arrive. Exhale the breath, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Getting the cobwebs out. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. So adding or subtracting push-ups, most of you practice a lot, or taking things out if they don't suit you today. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Point your right toes, come forward to plank and hug your right knee in. Yeah. Look forward, step your right foot forward and through. Yeah, drop your back knee. You're gonna grab your blocks this morning and place it the long direction at the top of your mat. You're gonna take your right foot and step it onto the block. Yeah, if you don't have a block, let me know. Yep, be on your fingertips. Curl your back toes into the mat so you're in a low lunge. Yep, so you're in a low lunge with your right foot on the block. That's it. Perfect. Yeah, you have to step your back foot in a little. It's the same alignment. So your right knee tracks over your right ankle. Your feet and hips are about hips width distance. Yeah. Arms are alongside your body and you hover over your front right thigh, integrating your right hip and zipping up your back leg. If you feel nothing here, you've got superpowers. Yes. You should feel a lot, which is the point. Stay with it. You may need to soften your back knee, guys, as you rise into a high lunge, crescent lunge. Yes. The elevation of your right foot allows you to really fire up that lower half of the body. Arms are straight up and down. Your hip points are moving forward. Your lower belly's drawing in. Stay with it. Hands to frame that front foot on the block. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle. You're setting your feet up for warrior two. Your front foot's going to stay on the block. You're going to cartwheel open warrior two with your front foot on the block. You got it. You may need to open up your stance a little bit wider. Yes, your front foot and your back left foot kind of line up, arch to arch or heel to heel. And your right knee tracks over your right ankle. That's it. These look great. Energize through both your arms. Lengthen your tailbone and feel. Couple more breaths. Maybe close your eyes and go inward. So if you're not a spiritual person, this is an opportunity right here to find a little spirit. Good. To get out of pose, you're going to circle both hands to frame that block foot. The left heel is going to pop up. Your left knee is going to drop like it did before, but this time it's going to wing out. The left palm is going to go flat, and you're going to slide into a modified side plank with your left knee down. Yeah, it's kind of a fun transition. Perfect. Spark up your right toes. And if you want to kind of open it up into a little bound shavasana, that's bending your right foot and grabbing your right foot with your right hand. It's not, for everybody, that's fine. Kick behind you, steer the left side of your ribs up towards the ceiling. And you should feel a nice stretch to that front thigh bone, that hip, that psoas. Good, release the arm and the leg. Look to the floor, right hand comes down. You're in a little tabletop with your left knee down and your right leg lifted. So it looks like this, yes. Hug your right knee straight in this little baby tabletop. Scoop up the belly, make a little ball with yourself. Step your right foot all the way forward and through. Integrate that back left knee. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle, and let's rise together, first warrior. Yeah. Grip your right hip in and steer the left ribs forward. Outer blade of your left foot presses and anchors you. If your back feels sensitive this morning, always have the option of tipping your body a little bit more forward. That's it. Pay attention to the blade of your back left foot. Yeah. Hands to frame your front foot, find plank. When you find plank, add in the push-up if that suits you. Add in the back bend, the up dog, the cobra, totally up to you. Hips go up and back, down dog. Great. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee in, give it a good little squeeze. Look forward with your eyes, step your left foot forward and through. Drop your back knee on an angle, grab that block, and you're gonna step your left foot onto that block. Yeah. Once you get your foot situated on the block, you integrate that back right knee up off the ground. Yes, you're in a low lunge with your left foot this time on the block. Yeah. Grip your left hip in, integrate your back leg, and then sweep your arms alongside your body and hover. Eyes of the shoulders kind of scoop up. Yep. Zip up the center of your body, the core. And as you start to rise into the high lunge, crescent lunge, make any little adjustments that you need so you can support it. Soften the back knee, sit heavy in that front thigh, steer your right ribs forward, and feel. Use your breath. Couple more. Hands to frame your front foot. Keep your left foot on the block where it is. Just turn your back foot on a sharp angle. Set up your feet for warrior two, and then cartwheel open warrior two with your front left foot on the block. That's it. You may need to widen your stance a little, which means take your back right foot back a little. Roll your inner left thigh open. Yeah, lengthen your tailbone. Soften your shoulders down your back. This is a great way to open up the hips. Close your eyes. Hang here a few more breaths. You're doing awesome. Blink your eyes open. Circle your hands to frame that block foot. The right heel pops. Drop the right knee down. Turn the right toes out to my voice. Right palm goes flat. You're going to scoop open to a modified side plank. So your right hand is down and your right knee is down. Yeah, right knee directly underneath the hip is going to give you a little more support. Let the left leg float up hip height. Flex the left toes. If you want to add in the little bind, go for it. Totally up to you. Kick behind you. Steer your right ribs forward. Feel that front stretch across the front line of your body. Release the foot, release the arm. Eyes to the floor, left hand comes down. Square off the hips. You're in a supported tabletop here with your right knee down. Hug your left knee in towards your navel in this little baby tabletop and kind of make yourself like a little ball, round into yourself. Then look forward with your eyes and step your left foot all the way forward and through. Integrate your back right knee up off the ground. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle. Grip your left hip in and rise first warrior. That's it. And it's amazing how much easier this pose feels. There's no blocks involved. It's just basic feet on the floor, getting grounded. Steer the right side of your body more forward as your left hip grips in. Another big breath in. Hands to frame your front foot, plank position. When you hit plank, halfway to your push-up. Add in the back bend if it supports the asana practice for you. The up dog, the cobra. Hips go up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Good job. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Stick your butt way back in chair. Yeah. Soften the shoulders down the back. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. So from the top here, you look super psyched. Let's ride it out. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Heavy in your heels for chair, sit way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine to set you up, step or float through your vinyasa. Nice. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns, warrior one. Hands to the floor, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Keep moving and breathing. No pressure to be anywhere but your mat. That's it. Chaturanga push up, to the floor we go. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's going to be a great day. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine. The sun is out. Exhale, fold. We'll take it. Chair pose. Weights in your heels. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Nice and even. Heavy in your heels. Chair. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Long spine. Step or float. Vinyasa. Up dog. Nice. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Warrior one, your version. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Moving at your own pace. Left foot forward. I'm just the guide. Chaturanga push up. Take it out if it's too much for you. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. In the spirit. Yeah. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. We'll do one more. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. From the top. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels. Chair. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float. Vinyasa. Up dog. Smooth transition. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Right foot forward. Back foot turns. Rise. Warrior one. To the floor we go. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Left foot lands. Back foot turns. Together we rise. Warrior one. Looking good. To the floor we go. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Take a deep breath in. Nice work. Take a full breath out. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold in half. Heavy in your heels for chair. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Inhale your breath. We'll hook and twist towards the right. So if you're lower back sensitive, maybe hooking the elbow to the outside of the thigh isn't your thing. You can air twist. Watch that your feet, your shins, your knees, your hips are all lined up. That left knee likes to slide past the right. It generally comes from a tight hip. Yep. Spine is long. You're looking sideways or up, trying to avoid looking back. That kind of rounds us. Open up your arms if you want more, or just be content with this. Looks good. It's all about the alignment and supporting it with the breath. Weights in your heels, everyone. Chair pose, pull it around, heavy in your legs, stay with it. Drag it back to prayer. Inhale that breath, hook and twist towards the left now. Air twisting is cool. Watch your right knee this time. It has the nature of wanting to kind of float past the left. Yeah. Weights in your heels. Looking sideways, looking up. Your breath is supporting it. Couple more breaths. You got this. Chair pose, pull around. Heavy in your legs. Don't crap out now. Sit a little deeper. Feel the weight in your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer. That's the porta potty pose. That's the one that gets you good. Yes, drop your arms and just stand. Good. Stand on your left leg. It's good to have a sense of humor, my friends. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Kind of how you were on your back before. Yeah. Perfect. So if you'd like, you can slide your right index finger and middle finger down towards your big toe and give it a good little hook. So it's like a peace sign grip. Left hand will slide to your hip. Good. It's good to do things in steps. Right hand can just simply be on the front of your right knee if that's it for you today. Begin to extend your right leg out. Now, it's important when we extend our right leg out, we're just extending with the range of motion that our body is offering us. Our hip isn't going out to the side. It's just straightforward. Left arm can extend up towards the sky. Do everything in steps and see how you are. Right hand can just stay on a bent right knee, and that's cool. We want to stay out of our lower back. So the standing left leg has power, it's strong, it's straight, or as straight as we can get it. The leg that's moving forward can have as much bend as we need. The right shoulder slides down and back, and the left arm kind of extends you. Now, like a little door hinge, begin to open your right leg up just a little to the right. The second that you see your hip kind of moving out of alignment, that's when the pose kind of needs to stop. You can do this with a bent leg, and that's fine. The left arm can open up, palm open towards the side, if you have room. Grip your hips in, stand up a little taller. We're playing with balance. So you could fall, you start again. Right leg bends up into tree. Find tree pose. You can use your hand to do it. Hands to prayer and then grow the branches to your tree as you desire them. Grip your hips in. The poses are not designed to be perfect, so you just do your best. Right knee forward, step down, feet together, hands to prayer, arms by side body, mountain pose. Okay, not so bad. Stand on your right leg. If you screwed up the legs, just do the side you didn't do yet. Okay, hug your left knee in to start. Check in on this side. Soften the shoulders down the back. And then from this point, you start to move on. Hand can just stay simply on the front of the left knee. It's still challenging. You can reach down, grab your big toe. You can begin to extend the left leg forward. Right hand can stay on hip. Right arm can extend up. The leg that you're standing on is your right leg. For most of you, stand up very, very tall. The leg that's moving forward can have as much bend to it as you need because not everyone's hamstrings are super open. Let your right shoulder blade draw down your back. Yeah. And drag your left shoulder blade back. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. And like a little door hinge, start to swing your left leg open. It may only be a couple inches, and that could be where you stop. The right palm open, any amount, palm can face up. If you don't know your neighbor, now you do. Grip your hips in. And just breathe. Find tree with that left leg. You can use your hand and kind of feed the foot up into the inner part of the thigh or down further along the front of side of that calf. Grip your hips in and then grow your branches. Lengthen your tailbone. Draw your belly in. Good job. Arms stay up, swing your left knee forward. Left foot meets right foot at the top of the mat. Exhale, the breath just folds. Just fold over the leg. Let the head go. That's it. Long spine to set you up. You can step, float, skip, crawl, however you want to get there. Move through a vinyasa and keep it moving. The up dog is nice and smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. From your down dog, step your right foot forward into a low lunge and pause. You're on your fingertips. Back leg is nice and engaged. Reach for a block. Slide it forward off the edge of that right foot, about 6, maybe 10 inches. You're setting up for half moon. Right hand on that block, left hand on hip, and you're just going to step up into Ardha. Yep. Roll your left hip open. Flex your left toes. The trick with half moon is keeping your right foot forward, softening behind your right knee. That's it. Anything you want to do in your half moon, it's up to you. You can bend that top leg and bind it up. You can work on your balance. Take your right ribs, Lauren, and turn them towards Lila. She's to the left of you. There you go. You got it. Look sideways, look up. Or if your neck starts to bother you, just find a neutral point of reference. Nice, Nikki. Stay with it. When you kick, the kick goes behind you. Awesome. Stay with it. A couple more breaths. Looking really good. If you bound it up, regular half moon, regular half moon. Good. Focus on that standing right leg. Get real bendy with it and light in your bottom right hand. Giant step back, warrior two. Warrior two. Take a nice big stance, warrior two. It feels like a dream come true without a block under your foot. Lengthen your tailbone. Open up your right thigh bone towards your right baby toe. There you go. Lengthen down. Soften the shoulders down the back. Yeah. So just as much as energy to your front right arm as your back left arm. Yeah. Using your breath to kind of connect you, reconnect you. Lengthen and sit deeper. Yeah, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Let the side body just get a nice opening. Avoid going too much into your low back. It's not a back bend. Come back to warrior two. Slide your right hand on the instep of your right foot. I use a block here. I like it. You can go low, medium, or high. It's totally up to you. The goal is to get your right inner thigh kind of connecting with the outside of your right tricep. So you kind of make a little marriage there. And then the back of your right arm presses that thigh open. The left arm spreads open, or can reach behind your back for a half bind if you're feeling a little bit more windy. You can reach that hand behind your back. Full bind is an option if you'd like to go for that. Lift the hip up, lift the right hip and kind of tuck it under, and then take your side ribs, lean back. There you go. Crown of the head moves over that front foot. Any variation that you know you can hold and breathe in. Stay with it. Nice, Catherine. Keep gripping your right hip in. If you bound it up, release the left arm towards the sky. Let the energy of your left arm pull you up to warrior two. Warrior two. Circle it to the floor through a vinyasa of choice and just keep it moving. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. From your down dog, step your left foot forward into a low lunge and pause. So I'm setting you up this way into the half moon because I really want you to focus on the placement of your left foot and keeping it forward. Grip your left hip in, reach out, find the block, and then open up into your Ardha. Right hand can be on hip, any variation of this. Yeah, make sure the block's enough forward that you have space. Roll that top hip open. Bottom ribs have to turn. That's it. Spark up those right toes. You're adding in the bind, go for it. The kick goes behind you, so you get the entire front line of the body to stretch open. Working on balance and breath and focus and determination. And if you fall, it's just yoga. You get back into it. Regular Ardha, release slow. Do everything in steps. Focus on that standing left leg. Bend it a little bit or bend it a lot, and then step back warrior two and see if you can make it nice and deliberate. Open it up. That was a good transition. Yeah. Take a nice big juicy stance. Breathe across your body. Roll that inner left thigh open. Set it up from the ground up. Soften the shoulders down the back. Close your eyes for a second. Just feel it. Let's reverse the warrior, flip the palm, reach back. So you stretch up out of your waist. It's a really nice side body opener. Come back through warrior two, place your hand on the instep of the foot. Let's find B variation. So block can be low, medium, or high, totally up to you. Caddy the back of that left tricep in there to kind of get snugly with yourself. And then the right arm reaches big. Some days just having the arm straight up is enough. It gives you what you need. Other days you feel like you need to wrap your hand or behind your back or go for the full bind. Keep bending into that front thigh though and rolling that thigh open. You want to feel a lot of openness to the heart and the chest. Yes. Crown of the head is moving forward. You got it. I know it gets you good. Couple more breaths. Focus on the breath. It really helps. Warrior two, come on up. Anchor your feet, spread open nice and wide. Feel it. Lengthen. Circle to the floor through a vinyasa. The up dog is nice and smooth. Make it deliberate and powerful for you if you're taking it on. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. All right, stay with me, guys. We're having fun. We're just getting started. The right foot forward, the back foot turns. Let's rise, warrior one. Drop your arms alongside your body. Yeah, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the eyes of the shoulders. Exhale, let's come forward into humble. Yeah, this hip is getting nice and open today. Yeah, so humble warrior could be more like chill. You can just have your stomach resting on your thigh. You don't have to get in too deep. If you do, your right shoulder kind of snuggles in there. The left side of your body steers forward. Nice. Grip your right hip in. Breathe. Anchor strong through your legs. Keep the bind. Start to lift your torso. Lift your torso. Keep the bind. Straighten the right leg on track. Pick up your right toes. Pivot towards the mirrored wall. Sounds very Jersey, I know. Inhale the breath. Open the heart. Exhale, go down the center for separate leg stretching. Yeah. If having the bind kind of trips you up this morning and going halfway down, you're welcome to dump it. So do what feels good in your body. So if it doesn't feel good in your shoulders, just let it go. You can grab the sides of your feet, your big toes, rest your hands on blocks. Just giving options. Yes. Lift your hips up and bring your weight more forward. Crown of the head drops down. Anytime you drop your head below your heart, you're setting up for an inversion. You're creating the inversion. That's it. If your hands are still bound, just slide your hands to your hips. If your hands are on the ground, come to your fingertips, long spine, then slide your hands to your hips as you come halfway up and then come the rest of the way up. Open up your arms nice and wide. Pick up your right foot and turn it forward. Yes. Pick up your back toes and turn it in just on a smidgen of an angle, just a little bit of an angle. We're setting up for regular triangle. So your side ribs are still facing towards the mirrored walls. Reach out and pick your distance for Trikonasana triangle pose. That's exactly it. Using a block to the outside of your right calf if you need a little bit of a boost. Yep. Anywhere across the front of the right shin. Pay attention to your right knee. You want to make sure it doesn't go pin straight. A little micro bend. Grip your right hip in. And feel the hook of your side ribs. Look sideways, look up. Breathe. Yes, so I don't know how everyone's shoulders feel, but if you have the movement of that left shoulder, from your baby finger, from your shoulder blade, reach your left fingertips forward towards the mirrored wall. So you get this powerful side body extension. As you do this, don't dump your right shoulder down. Find length. Perfect. Stay with it. So that you're getting this entire activation of the left side of your body. Two more breaths. We're going to transition together, eyes to the floor. Left hand's going to come down. Your left heel will peel up. You're going to roll into Vashisthasana side plank. If you'd like to take a modified version like we did early on, please repeat. Stack your feet, stagger your feet, add a tree, reach your arm up and forward. I mean, there's so many different ways you can drop to your form. Scoot your knee in a little closer towards your wrist and you'll be in good shape. Awesome. Breathe. Aren't you loving yoga right now? Yes, you are loving your yoga practice. So no flopping, plank position, nice and slow. That's it. Chaturanga push up. I know you have it in you. Up dog is nice and smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Stay with the program. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. Stay with the program, warrior one. Because if you bow out now, you won't want to come back. Yeah, I know how this shit goes. Drop your arms alongside your body. If you can remember the less comfortable grip, opposite thumb, opposite baby finger. Inhale, lift the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, come forward for your version of humble. So a humble warrior can be humbling. So you could just come down a little. Yeah, Amy, if this aggravates you, just make a small movement. That's it. Focus on the legs. Grip your left hip in and steer your right ribs forward. Pay attention to your feet. Pay attention to your legs. Pay attention to your breath. Start to lift your torso up nice and slow. Keep the bind for a beat. Straighten the left leg on track. Pick up your toes. Pivot towards me. Widen your stance if you need to. Set up your feet. Inhale the breath. Lift the eyes of the shoulders. Exhale the breath. Come down the center. If you dump the bind, that's fine. Just rest the hands on the floor. If you have an inversion practice that you actually want to get your feet up off the ground, this is an awesome time to start to incorporate that. Don't feel pressure. Heads dropping below the heart, you're getting the same thing. Grab the sides of your feet, your shins, rest your hands on something. Let your head go. You got it, Lila. Nice. Soften a little behind your knees and bring a little bit more weight forward. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Slide your hands to your hips. Come halfway up, come the rest of the way up. Awesome job. Open up your arms nice and wide. From your left hip, from your left toes, turn your left toes forward. Back toes on an angle. Pick your distance, triangle, Trikonasana. Anywhere across the front of the shins, hands resting on a block. I always remind myself, soften behind that left knee just a tad. Bless you. Good. So there's a little bit of a lean back action, but you're not going into your low back. You're really supported by the legs and the obliques. Good. And then if you want to add that little piece in where the arm reaches forward, even if it just reaches a little, you're going to get that sensation of the outer blade of your right foot all the way through those right fingertips. Yeah. And that gets into that TFL, that sideline body stretch, which is hard to get. Just pay attention to the left shoulder, that it's not swinging forward. Couple more breaths here. Good. Eyes to the floor. Right hand's going to firm up. Right heel will pop up. And then you float right into that Vashisthasana. Right hand down. Any variation you know you can support. Right knee can drop. So do your side plank, Nikki, after you take that. It's fine. No worries. I just don't want you to later on realize oh my God, I didn't do side plank on one side. Any variation, you're good to go. Yeah. Breathe. Amy, it looks great. What? It's a great song, right? Two more breaths. Amy's in the moment, so we have to hold it a little longer. Plank position, slow. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Couple more things, guys. Step your right foot forward, low lunge, pause. Yeah. You're in a low lunge. Reach for a block. You're going to set up for revolved Ardha. So Amy, if you want to do twisting triangle instead, that's fine. The block is going underneath the left hand. Right hand can come to the flat part of your back. Lift from your inner thigh. Yes. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Hug your hips in. For those that are nursing any injuries or this doesn't feel good in your body, twisting triangle is the alternative. So it's good to know options, right? If you want to bend your top leg in half and reach back and get hold of your foot, you're welcome to do that. Grip your right hip in. Yes. Couple more breaths. I know you're doing awesome. If you bound it up, release the left leg. Pause, guys. Right fingertips to the floor. You can use 2 blocks if you need. Yep. Soften the right knee and hug your left knee in like a little ball. Yes, like a little ball. Left knee draws in towards the navel. Yep. You're standing up and you're bending your right leg. You're going to press up to stand, drawing your left leg up to a 90-degree angle. You're standing up, right leg is strong and straight. That's it. Doesn't have to be pretty. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh for a figure 4 and then sit. Sit way back, ankle to knee. So I prepped you the entire class to get right here in this moment. So if you've traveled, you've been sitting in your car, which is basically everybody, right? Steer your hips back. So the trick with this is if you hook your left foot around the outside of your right tricep, that's going to create the ledge for you. Yes, even if you're not going to fly. Perfect. There's a little leading of your chest. Yes. I have my hands down on blocks in this pose. I think forever. It's going to be forever, which is fine. Weights in that standing right heel. No one says you have to go anywhere in these poses. You're doing it. You got it. If you want to fly, last couple breaths. Okay, so getting out of this pose is going to be challenging. You're going to lift up nice and slow. Try not to let your left foot touch. Hands just slide to your hips. Left leg up to a 90-degree angle. Take a giant step back into a crescent lunge. Yes. Arms up. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale your breath. Lean way out. And let's hook and twist. Yeah, it's a good transition. This is not the order of the song. It's annoying me. I think it's like on something. High on the ball of your back foot. Can't worry about it. Out of my control right now. Lean back a little. If your legs feel like toast and they're burning out, drop your back knee down and give yourself some support. Good adjustment. Yeah. Lean back, crown of the head. There you go. Lines up with that back left heel. Get in there. It's all grit at the end. Breathe. Hands to frame your front foot. Plank position. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog pulls you through your body. Pause in the up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Exhale the breath out. Step the left foot forward. Good things are coming. I feel it. Step the left foot forward. Pause. Reach for the block. Slide it out underneath your right hand. Yeah, and step up, revolve Darda. I like sliding my left hand to the flat part of my back because I can feel like what's happening behind me. Lift up from that inner thigh. And then stack it open if it's available, or back out of it if that's what you need. If you're binding it up, that's great. You're going to grab your foot and kick straight up towards the ceiling to get the psoas opener. It's not for everybody. Oh, it's a good one. If you bound it up, just release. We'll do this slow together, okay? Release into revolve Darda. Left hand down, square the hips first. Soften behind the left knee and drag your right knee in towards your navel like a little ball. Then press up to stand, hands to hips, right leg up to a 90-degree angle. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, bring your arms up towards the sky and sit way back into this ankle to knee chair. Start to reach your arms forward. Fingertips can rest down onto the floor or blocks. Flex the right foot around the outside of that left tricep, and that's going to get you that little like hook. Yes. Weights in that standing heel. Breathe. So you have to come to Jersey. We play Bruce. We play a lot of Bruce Springsteen here. Yeah. We're big Bruce fans. My mom's on Zoom. She's the biggest fan I know. Yeah. 3 more breaths. Make it count right here for yourself. We once were at a concert and it started pouring at MetLife Stadium, pouring rain. Everyone was taking off their clothes in the parking lot and driving back on the turnpike, like basically naked. It was hilarious. Okay, come up nice and slow. Try not to let that right leg touch. Hands to hips. Right knee swings forward. Giant step back, crescent lunge. You can do it. Big step. Sweep your arms straight up. Drag your hands to prayer. Lean way out. Make sure the stance is long enough and wide enough. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Get in there. Modify if you need. Drop your back knee down if you need to. Drop that back knee or take a bigger step. Yeah. Lean back. Crown of the head lines up with that back right heel. Three more. Hands to frame your front foot. Plank. Lower all the way to your belly. Yeah. Reach your left arm forward, straight forward. Bend your right knee in. From the outside of your right foot, reach for your right foot. I'm going to teach half bow, okay? Yeah, I like half bow. You can grab from the inside of your foot if that feels better for your shoulder. For a lot of us, outside of foot is also really great. So knees stay tracking together as you kind of lift everything up and kick your right foot into your right hand. There you go. The left leg and the left arm reach up. Turn your left hand towards this windowed wall so the shoulder blade slides down the sock and down the back. Keep your neck neutral, which means look to the floor so you keep your neck nice and long. Lift a little higher. Exhale the breath, release. Yeah, switch sides. So your right arm now will slide forward. You'll reach back and grab your left foot any which way works for you. So it's like kind of like a kicking up and a reaching forward. You get a little bit more. Here we go. Let's kick and reach. Aim, you can do this as a Sphinx pose too. So you can be down on your forearms with your forearms a little bit more forward. And you can kick back and grab your foot and just give yourself a psoas release, which is really nice. Kick up and kick back and then reach. Release. Hands right by your lower ribs. Push up into an upward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Press even through the tops of the feet. Hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. Let's slide the right knee forward for a half pigeon. You worked hard and good things happen to good people. Yes, half pigeon pose is my gift to you. Fold. If this doesn't work, please let me know. We'll find an alternative. On every exhale breath, let yourself drop in a little deeper. Down dog, let's just switch sides, kind of stay in the mode. Down dog, switch sides. Yep, sweep that left knee forward and then melt here. Yeah, and this side could feel different, better, worse, no different, all good. Using your breath. Five more breaths, kick it up. Using the strength of your body, start to come up. Lean onto the left side and swing your right leg forward. Lay down on your back, move your blocks with you. We'll set up for 2 back bends. So if you're more of a, want to just chill and get into a back bend using your blocks, that's cool. Lay down. Feet can go directly on the floor. You can slide blocks under your feet, under your lower back. Yeah, any of those options. Legs can just go straight up if you're looking for more restorative. Yep. If you're feeling ready just to go up into a full wheel, you're welcome to do that. Flip your palms. You'll bring your chin to your chest. Take a giant breath in and you'll lift straight up. Interlacing your hands underneath your lower back. Support the pose. From the length is being created here from your lower back all the way to the backs of your knees. Your feet are forward and your inner thighs roll down and under. If you're on a block, you're welcome to stay. Everyone else, exhale the breath. Just come down and reset. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One final one. Flipping your palms and going for the full deal, or just repeating if this works best for you. Take a giant breath in. On your exhale breath, lift up. Looks great, Nikki. Yep. Lift straight up. Wherever you are is where you are for today. No judgment. Feet forward, inner and outer thighs. Roll down and under. Nice, Catherine. Anchor, lift higher. Exhale the breath. Lower down. Hug your knees in towards your chest from a giant squeeze. Extend your left leg forward with your right knee in, like we started, but different. Drop your right thigh over towards the left for a supine twist, using your left hand to encourage the right foot to the floor, right side of the floor. Roll up to center, relax the right leg out in front of you. Hug your left knee and give it one last little squeeze. Take the left leg over towards the right side of the room for supine twist. Use your right hand to encourage that left side to drop. Yeah, just move everything out of the way. Come up to center. Hug your knees in, give them a big squeeze. Find Shavasana, complete rest. There's nothing left to do. This is the most advanced pose I know. Yes, it is. So set yourself up to completely melt into the ground for the next 2 minutes. Big full breath in. Loud, complete exhale breath out. If you prefer finishing your practice from a laying down position, that is fine. Just ignore me. If you're ready to re-enter, bring your arms up over the top of the head for a full body stretch. Really reach. It's like a new opportunity to wake up, restart the day. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a generous squeeze. And then rock up with your eyes closed any way that feels suited to you. Sit up nice and tall. And just feel the effects of this amazing practice. You never know what you're going to get. Be grateful that you're able to move and breathe and feel. Let the hands come to prayer. Bow your head for a moment. Lift your head, open your eyes. Namaste. Go out there, have an awesome afternoon. Hydrate yourselves. Enjoy the weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. I am here only Tuesday next week. Thank you. So glad.